Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to New Heights, a Wondery show produced by New Heights. How about it, huh? Brought to you by Peloton. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Hey. Shout out to those Cincinnati Bearcats, baby.
Yes, sir.
Taking down the 15th ranked Iowa State Cyclones.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was a hell of a game by the boys over there in Nippert Stadium, man. Way to defend the fucking crib. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, tell the people what we got coming up today.
92% has got another amazing episode we're going to recap right now. Chiefs and Jags going down to the wire on Monday night. The rest of the Week 5 in the NFL. We're also going to talk about what everybody has been waiting for, our official reviews of The Life of a Showgirl.
Nice.
Well, I don't know why people give a fuck what we think about it. But
yeah, I don't know why they would think
it's not like we're musical experts. We're a bunch of fucking idiots. So let's get into it right now with some new news.
I love it. First item of new news, though, we have incredible guest episode.
That's right.
Coming to you next Monday. We sat down with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's right. Talked to him about his new movie, The Smashing Machine, WWE's Attitude Era, his football career at the U, and how he became one of the most famous people on the planet.
That's right.
Again, the episode will be dropping Monday, October 13th. Stay tuned at the end of this episode for a sneak peek of that conversation.
And like we said last week, we've been rolling out our previously recorded Wondery Plus bonus episodes to our main feeds. That's right. If you didn't pay for it, you're in luck. It's about to get to you right now. You might see some of our old Film Club's Heights hotlines about relationships and the episode where we called Ed Kelce for parenting advice, which I assure you, you're going to want to hear that and adhere to none of it. So if you're wondering why our haircuts, our outfits look different, it's because those are previously recorded for Wondery Plus subscribers only. Now we are pushing all this content to be available. We're men of the people. We're men of the people. Wondery and us have colluded together to bring you some of the exclusives. I don't really know how all this works. All I know is that it's going to be dropping. It's going to look like I have gray in my beard, even more so than I do now. Don't be thrown off. All right. And maybe the most demanded piece of new news all time.
Let's
get into it, Trav.
Piece of new news.
I mean, dude, there are so many people tweeting, asking my opinion, and
let's just give it up for Taylor. Let's just give it up for Taylor real quick.
That's the appropriate.
She's done it. She's done it again. She's done it again.
No question.
She's put the world on tilt. It's been so fun to see everybody's reactions, and we've had an absolute blast watching her go through all of her press tour or radios and all these talk shows, and she still has a few more coming out this week that'll air after this recording right here. But nice. She's looked amazing, sounded amazing, and this album is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't heard it yet, please go check out The Life of a Showgirl.
No doubt, no doubt. It was incredible. It was fun listening to an album start to finish and really diving in.
You haven't done it in a while, huh?
I don't know the last time I've anticipated anybody releasing an album and I looked at all the lyrics and I will listen to every song. I'm more old school music. There aren't a lot of current artists that I'm waiting for the album to come out. I'm going to be honest with you. I got
a handful of artists that I really, really look forward to.
Okay.
But I will say I had already heard every song.
You already knew.
But I still.
How many of them did you already have heard all 12 before it came out?
All 12.
And I presume that you were listening to them while Taylor was in the room with you?
Yeah.
Does that feel 100%. Weird when an artist is in the same room with you and you're listening to the lyrics?
It's a different feel for sure, but I got used to it real quick.
Yeah. Okay. What was the first song you listened to?
I just listened to it wholeheartedly, and
sure,
because it's her creation. Well, you just want to appreciate it for what it is,
right?
And I think that's the biggest thing, is to make sure that the person that you're in the room with knows that you're being open to what they're creating.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to hear all of these come together, knowing that a few of them, as she's mentioned, have been about our life together, and it's just been fun to see everybody kind of depict them, and all the videos online, and people dancing and smiling and having a blast with this. So
no doubt. Have you, so would you listen to any of the songs before they were like fully put together? You know what I mean? Like, is there any of them where you're like, you hear like a more stripped down version before the final product is like?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay. That's got to be cool. That's one of the things when we've done the Christmas album.
Really appreciate the whole like.
That's kind of what
Max
I was talking
Martin
about.
And
production, like all that goes
mastering
into it.
Of the sounds and like hearing like the first version versus like the final version. Like I'm listening to these songs still in my car to work and back and forth from home every single day. Like, man, they fucking crushed it, because it didn't sound as like. I don't know if profound's the word, but like, a lot of the sounds didn't come through as much from the first times I heard them. But either way, I mean, 10 out of 10, they all fucking killed it.
No, there's a reason those guys are highly regarded in the industry for sure. All right, well, where do we start with this thing? I don't know how to do an album review. I've never done one. I don't think I'm qualified to do one.
I don't think we should do. I think we should just
okay, that's fair.
Have
all
fun.
Right.
I'll ask you this, Jason. What's the question that everyone wants to know is what's Jason's favorite songs on the album?
Favorite songs. Well, as I texted you the day it came out, I would say the top 2 songs that I liked right away were Opalite and Eldest Daughter.
Yeah.
And Opalite, I mean, it's just like, I'm a sucker for any like type of like, trying to think like the right way to describe it, but like this, like you're down in the dumps, everything is kind of, not going right. You're uneasy in the world. Onyx skies turn into Opalite. Fucking, we're back in it, baby. And like, I'm all about it. The vibe of the chorus is very Christmassy to me, which makes it feel even more joyous.
Yeah.
I just like love the chorus is just such a catchy, like freaking groove.
It's just a fun bop, man.
Love that song. Love that song so much. Eldest Daughter, I'm a sucker for a ballad. And I just think the expression in that song and the sentiment behind it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Taylor, obviously being an amazing writer, knocked out of the park with that one. I really love that song. Then my other top 3 on the first time listening through were probably Fate of Ophelia, Life of a Showgirl, and Actually Romantic. I like Actually Romantic a lot. It's kind of almost like
that's become like my like, I wouldn't say new favorite, but like that's the one I catch myself going to whenever I look at the list.
I loved it. I really did.
It's got that like that alternative rock, like
it feels 90s to me a little bit. Like if
yeah. I love that shit.
And then to me, when I was listening to it the first time, and I don't know if this was the intention by Taylor.
Yeah, she makes talking shit sound so sweet.
I thought that was a lot of fun. Wish List now is probably one. I would put that up there with my top tracks on the album. And Kylie listened to that first, and she was the one who kind of like told me to go back and listen to that one. And I listened to it while reading the lyrics because sometimes I need to do that. But I think the sentiment behind that song is fantastic. Yeah, and I think. Fire. Yeah, it's very well done. It's clever. It talks about like what life really is about and like what relationships are really about. And I think it's just very well done. But I like all the songs. I like Honey. As you know, Kylie hates being called pet names. That song's fantastic to me because it flips like, because pet names can be very condescending, right? By nature, like people can for sure take it that way.
But when it's said by somebody, called the word buddy, like some guys just hate being called buddy.
Don't call me buddy. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy pal. But no, Honey's fantastic, and I think she hits the nail on the head of like why in a relationship it feels different when somebody calls you honey, when somebody that loves you, and I think that's well done. Wood, great soundtrack. How do you feel about Wood? Let's ask this. How do you feel about Wood?
It's a great song.
It's a great song. Yeah. Do you feel like do you feel, I'm trying to think of the word. Do you feel not confident? Do you feel cocky? Do you feel cocky about the song Wood? No,
like whole any song that she references me.
That's not just any song.
It's very like
this is a very specific you.
I love that girl. So what do you mean? Any song that she would reference me in any
Well, it's not just you, though. It's an appendage. It's not just you as a... What? It's a very specific thing.
I think you're not understanding the song.
Jesus Christ, Travis. Come on.
No way.
Redwood tree ain't hard to see. I thought redwood was a little bit, that's a generous word, I think. I think if somebody wrote a song about me, it'd be like Japanese maple, sometimes can see.
Japanese maple. Hilarious.
That song's great though. The freaking the beat to that song is fantastic, and that's right up my alley. So well done. I think it's a great song. What other ones really caught? Canceled. Canceled was one that initially when I listened to it, I don't like a lot of like ominous sounds typically, and that's kind of got like that kind of tone to it, right? It's like almost like a Reputation. Freaking, we're in like the Serpent era type deal going on.
Yeah. But
I think it's fucking awesome. Like pushing back on the concept of like cancel culture.
Yeah.
The way the internet like hyper fucking like analyzes people that they don't even know and all this other shit. And like how you really find out who your true friends are. Canceled feels to me very similar to a football team in a lot of regards, where like when you're winning, everybody's friend. It's the best thing in the world, but you really find out a lot, and you find out more about teammates and people when the losing starts, when shit isn't going well. And then people's true intentions and nature really comes out. And I feel like there's a lot of carryover into that song and to what she's talking about specifically. So I really love that song as well. But yeah, I still think my top two are Opalite and Eldest Daughter. I think Opalite might be one of the most, it's up there with my favorite to listen to songs, certainly that I've ever heard recently. So it's a fun one right now in the car. You just can't help but like jam out to it. Very good tune. Very good tune. What do Kylie and the girls like? Is a question. I said Kylie, big fan of Wishlist. She was the one who really turned, like she was like, no, you need to listen to that one again. That one's fucking really awesome. Completely agree. And that's Kylie's mentality too. She's not a materialistic person. She's never been. All she cares about, like whenever I ask her what she wants for Christmas or a birthday or whatever, she gives me fucking nothing. She's like, oh no, I don't want anything. I just want to spend time with you. It's like, I know you want something and I don't know what to get you. So just help me out. Help me out.
Just got to start throwing. You got to plan ahead, Jason. You just got to start throwing stuff out there.
I know. So I have done it a couple times.
Oh my gosh. Like, look at this foot massager.
I know. I don't listen. I've gotten better where I like buy things the moment
just watch I hear like, I don't need a fucking foot massager. Yeah, no, she's not just lean into it. That's not her vibes.
There's definitely a lot for Jason to comment on, and I'm here for it. Can't wait for the teasing to begin.
Teasing?
We kind of already got that out of the way. What would I tease about?
His maple tree?
The Japanese maple, baby. I have more of an ornamental tree cock. My cock is more of an ornamental bush. Look at that beautiful tree.
Look at that tree. Look at that cock.
I got one right outside. And inside.
There we go. That's too funny.
They're highly sought after.
92%ers wanted to know our reactions on New Heights getting a shout out. Yeah, New Heights. The man.
That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Those shout out.
Wood, right? Yep. I would have paid good money to watch Jason listen to the album for the first time, specifically for Wood. I don't know why everybody wants to see me responding to that song so much. That is like
because they know you're in on I'm
a big obviously Nick Foles. Nick Foles. I'm in on the Wood. I am.
I'm in on the Wood.
As a pun.
Is a banger.
I think inserting wooden innuendos is always childish enough for me that I can get on board with that.
She couldn't work intern into a lyric? Is that a I don't ask for a lot.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it rhymes with a few things, but that's okay. I'm sure.
It's probably close.
It's on the next one. Sure Taylor's on the next one.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there.
Just let her know.
I wonder what would a song with intern Brandon in it consist of? Like what?
I don't know.
Trying to think of. Canceled. I feel like it may be canceled.
This is Taylor's new song. Why the fuck does it take so long to record a podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows who it's about? Could be about anybody.
Yeah, it's a song about wanting to hang out with your fiance, but he's too busy podcasting because this intern Brandon won't fucking keep the thing on track.
Oh, I love Taylor's new song. Can you fucking wrap it up?
But overall, really enjoyed the album. Love the album because I mean, she just does such an incredible job of talking about her life in ways and with lyrics that I think are relatable and people connect with. And I sure as hell did. I mean, even Eldest Daughter, I know it's about being the oldest sibling of the female gender, but even as like an older sibling as a brother, and like the way she attacks that song, speaking about probably that and multiple other things.
Yeah.
I just think it's very relatable. And I think, I mean, I'm an eldest.
Yeah, you are. You can relate because you have Wyatt is your oldest.
Well, that too. I'm more thinking of like you're the oldest sibling. So like you're kind of entering everything for the first time. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, you're not the only one. It was the most streamed album after the first day. Fate of Ophelia was the #1 streamed song and the most streamed single, I believe, that after the first day of all time, maybe.
I mean, it's true. I don't even need to look it up.
Yeah. Well, we weren't the only ones that enjoyed it. Mama Kelce and Uncle Don, Aunt Joan, they all went to the official release party of Life of a Showgirl at the AMC theaters. The theaters dropped, I believe, a little over an hour special on all the songs and Taylor's first music video from the album, which is The Fate of Ophelia. And yeah, absolute banger. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I believe it's out on YouTube now, but over the weekend they had a bunch of release parties at the AMC theaters, and Mom, Uncle Don, and Aunt Joan all went.
That's awesome.
And then stopped by the hotel to tell me happy birthday afterwards.
I was about to say, it was great seeing them down in Jacksonville. Have you talked to Dad about the album?
No.
I haven't talked to him about the album either.
No, I haven't.
Maybe that's who we should get a live listen to.
God, dude, I'm terrified.
Have Papa Kelce listen to Wood live and hear what his reaction is. Oh my God, I'm going to do it regardless. Even if we don't put it on camera, I'm just going to do it.
Big Ed.
Fans are also going back through our episode with Taylor and finding all the Easter eggs. Jason, did you know you were an Easter egg? I did not know it was an Easter egg. I was informed of no Easter egging as I was doing the episode. I guess one of the things I teed up, I said that was a lie as the intro of our episode. And it was also obviously a big part of the song Eldest Daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
set you up, man.
Yep.
We set you up perfectly.
What else was I said? Okay, so there's other Easter eggs. What are the other Easter eggs?
I think the fun of the Easter eggs is to always keep it just a little like, was that intentional? You know what I mean? I think there was one that was definitely
intentional. That somebody tagged me on Twitter where when Taylor was like, "You don't always keep it 100, Jason," and I was like, "I mean, I try. I'm trying to," and clearly now.
Yeah, from the land, the sea, and the sky.
I had egg all over my face. I had Easter egg all over my face.
We egged you. That's funny as hell.
Do you have any final thoughts? I mean, fuck mine. Like, you're a main creative
don't put the
muse to this whole thing happening, Travis.
I'm just the lucky man that gets to be, the support system for Taylor while she drops one of the coolest albums that I've ever listened to. So that the world's seen. I don't know. I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. Everything seems to have gone perfectly. All this planning, and you see it from start to finish. Like, she started this thing in the middle of her tour in Europe. And it's like, to see it all unfold and come together and her connect the dots from the planning to how the strategic planning to how the album was all going to look, and then to, you know, listen to the music and everything come together, and her finally getting that 12th song and being like, I think it's done, you know? And then from that point on, it's like her and her label are just working their ass off to make this one of the biggest releases of all time. And I'm just happy as hell for her, because it's she's happy with it, you know. She's proud of this, and obviously I'm proud of her for going through the hoops to, you know, live out her dreams.
Well, congratulations, Tay. Well done. Life of a Showgirl.
Tay.
For those of you living under a rock who haven't streamed it yet, get on it, you fucking idiot. All right, that wraps up new news. Peloton is changing the game in fitness with the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus, powered by Peloton IQ. And let me tell you, this thing is like having your own elite training camp at home.
Oh, okay, Jason. How have you liked working out with your Peloton?
It's right there. It's always where I need it. Sitting in the corner, sitting back there. I got the bike, do it on the tread. I'm a big tread guy. I like the tread. And then you can watch shows, you can watch instructors. It's just a great product.
And something else that's really cool, the screen swivels now, so you can easily go from running to strength training or stretching. There's so many classes that Peloton has that you can click on, and moving the screen around just makes it so you don't have to move that heavy old bike or tread. It's like having a whole training facility right there, one place, one equipment.
It is nice, and having the trainer access is good. Oh, and Peloton IQ actually counts your reps and corrects your form with intelligent strength coaching, which we definitely need when working out at home. And get this, it tracks your progress and can even suggest weights to help you level up your strength game. The rep counter's nice.
I also heard that Peloton IQ creates personalized workout plans based on your goals. In each class, you're coached by instructors who bring that energy you need, and that's what Peloton's all about, matching your energy and elevating your game to help you get to the next level, whether you're just starting out or you're, I don't know, like a vet like Jason is.
Let yourself run, lift, flex, push, go, more. Explore the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
Thank you to our partner, WhatsApp.
Trying to keep up with the group chat is killing me these days.
Tell me about it. Don't even get me started, brother. I've got so many unread text messages just from my birthday alone, but the group chats could get, once they get going, it's hard to catch up.
For sure.
You get it.
Yeah, I feel like it's impossible to keep up with text these days, make plans, do all that stuff. It's very difficult.
Yeah, well, I've got some news that's going to change the game. You know WhatsApp? They've got this sick events feature at group chats. It's a game changer for planning, if you're a planning kind of guy.
Yeah, well, you know I am not a planning kind of guy, but I am a game-changing kind of guy. With WhatsApp events, you can send detailed event invites right in the group chat. That's right. It's got the date, time, venue, everything all in one spot. Everyone can RSVP directly and stay in the know. Details change so no one misses out. I mean, this is a great thing for me because I will not look up any of this information. To have it all laid out right for me would be very efficient. Very efficient for Jason.
And then you can tell them, no, I'm not going.
This is very nice.
Or,
no,
I'm going. Thanks for making this easy on me.
Out of the house, let's go.
That's clutch. No more scrolling through a million messages to find out when and where the meeting is or where we're going.
Exactly. And get this, it doesn't matter what kind of phone everyone's using. Everyone in the group chat gets the invite. That's right. It doesn't matter. They can lose their phone. As long as they have the app, they can get the invite. Do I sense a Kelce family reunion in the works?
Reunion?
We really don't have a big family.
No, it
might be nice to meet some of the Kelce relatives that we don't know.
I see it in our future for sure. It's time for WhatsApp. Download WhatsApp now.
Once we get some kids that all look the same on the block.
There you go.
Freaking family reunion going.
There we go. I'll add it to my wish list.
Thank you to our partner, Gillette.
Well, Jason, I got to say, man, you were looking fresh on Monday night for the cameras.
Thank you.
You were on that salmon. What was that? The nice
It was pinkish. It was
Like
more
ready.
pinkish. Anyways, yeah, I was going to say the same thing about you, especially in that Jeff cap. Was that all corduroy, the whole thing?
No. Suede jacket, corduroy hat.
Got it. Okay. Well, you know how to bring your best for the primetime events, really any events. Well done, Trev.
Thank you, dude. Absolutely. Look good, feel good. That's how I roll. Primetime taught me that. And Gillette has just the thing to help NFL fans with looking good and feeling good.
Oh, I know this one. You're talking about Gillette Labs official NFL licensed razors with the precision trimmer on the back that keeps beards looking fresh.
Yes, sir. And you can get up to 30 shaves per cartridge out of those long-lasting Gillette Labs blades.
We've said it here before, and we'll say it again. They've got the Eagles.
They've got the Chiefs.
They've got 10 of your other favorite teams as well, and you can find them all on Amazon while supplies last.
Gillette Labs official NFL licensed razors. That's right. It's the best a fan can get. See what they did there? Go get one right now, today. Visit Amazon.com/Gillette NFL.
Let's get to the no fun portion of this week's episode.
No fun zone.
Bold topics to wrap up week 5 in the NFL, brought to you by Gillette. That's right. And we're going to start it off with Chiefs 28, Jags 31 on Monday Night Football. Yeah, you want to get into your initial thoughts from the game? I mean, it was kind of a wild freaking ride.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we go up 14 points, man. We can't let that team get back into it. It just is what it is. 14-point lead. On top of that, 14 fucking penalties.
Yeah, it was a sloppy game. It was really sloppy by both sides, but uncharacteristically sloppy by the Chiefs, who are usually one of the most buttoned up operations. I'll say this. I was impressed by the way the Jaguars played. I know they're a good team. I thought that they weathered a lot of stuff early. You got to give them credit. You got to give Trevor Lawrence credit from fumbling that first quarterback sneak to give you guys the opportunity to go up 14 points and then bouncing right back and putting together a drive where he scrambled and fought every step of the way. I think the Jaguars are a really good team this year. I really do. I think their defense played well for the most part. Your guys' offense is back on track. It was a fun game to watch, and I know it didn't turn out good for you guys. I know Spags is going to get the defense straight. Offensively, I feel like you guys are still, it feels like the offense is clicking right now and rolling. Outside of the one interception in the red zone, it felt like you guys are moving the ball pretty consistently against a really good defense in the NFL this year. Those are my initial takeaways from the game. Without diving into anything too specific.
I mean, there's a stat out there. I guess we outgained the Jags by 157 yards, and it's like,
it's frustrating to see that
turnover battle, and time of possession. And it's so frustrating to lose a game after that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really do think listen, you guys played very well in a lot of regards, and you made too many mistakes that kept them in the game. And I really do think Trevor fought, and there was a couple things that bounced away. Like the fact that he fell over on his knees and gets up to get the go-ahead touchdown was fucking wild. But I really, listen, I think Trevor, that whole team was fighting every step of the way. They're rolling right now under Liam Cohen. This is a different Jaguars roster and feel than they've had, the way those guys have played before. ETN has really been a hell of a player for him this year.
He's a piece, man. And the more they get that dude Travis Hunter involved, man, just send him deep and throw it up.
Why are we overcomplicating this?
Hats off to the Jags. They finished the game. But we didn't, man. And they played a cleaner game towards the end of the game than we did. And their special teams, their offense and defense outperformed us, man. And we're moving on. We got the fucking Lions coming in. I don't even think I need to really talk anymore about the Jags loss. Everybody saw firsthand all the debauchery that fucking happened that game, and we just got to be, we got to be better, man.
Yeah, got to refocus, and got a tough opponent coming in this week. Lions are freaking, dude, they're rolling right now. They had a tough first week, but ever since then, they have been clicking on all cylinders offensively. So it'll be a tough task again, as it always is when you go to a Super Bowl as many times as you do and you get the schedule that you get. But yeah, Lions are rolling right now. This will be a fun one to watch. I got to give Tyquan Thornton, though, some love, man. I really do. I mean, this guy continue to show up. Pat continues to give him opportunities. You can tell that they are feeling more and more comfortable. He's getting pressured in his face, and he just decides to throw up a prayer to Tyquan covered one-on-one and ends up coming down with it, was a big play for the offense. Like, I really like the way he's playing right now. I know you guys get Rasheed back after this next one. It feels like offensively this thing is back to the brand of Chiefs football that we like to see, and that bodes well for the future because obviously defensively they're going to get that thing back on track. The Spags and Chris Jones and all those guys. So anyways, Trav, you did set a record. You're now the franchise's all-time leader in all-purpose yards. Obviously, I know that's hard to celebrate after the way the game went, but that's a pretty incredible milestone. You should be proud of that. Topping Dante Hall, 12,356. Running back Jamal Charles, baby. And tight end Tony Gonzalez. All rank third and fourth, or they rank third and fourth on the list. And you got in the end zone. There we go, baby. Little Big Yeti touchdown. A lot of people talking about the contact or whatever. They don't know the rule within a yard, yada, yada, yada. Listen, when you come up and press, you're freaking making yourself at risk of that happening. So to me, it was within the parameters of certainly being questionable. It's definitely not an egregious penalty.
No.
So I don't know what the big deal is, but of course, well, the big deal is that you're the Chiefs and everybody likes to hate. So canceled. Hey-o.
Nice. Just want to give a big shout out to my guy, Kareem Hunt, man. I fucking love that guy. Pop's getting that thing going. People may not think that the run game's what it is or it's not as consistent as it needs to be, man. But those guys are showing up when we need them, especially the past 2 weeks, man.
It's getting better. That's what my thing was.
We're getting big pops, big runs.
When you need them.
Big gainers. And that alone, those big gainers alone will make teams respect it. And I'm not against getting those guys the ball even more.
Yeah, I think
letting the big guys up front eat a little bit more, man.
It feels like, Kingsley and Josh obviously being two new guys right into each other for the first couple weeks. It felt like the line was still finding their way through all that stuff. Now it feels like they're clicking and rolling in protection and in the run game. And some of that probably has been freed up with the addition of Worthy and what he offers. Pat has been scrambling all over the place, so it keeps the backside honest on some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. All that can definitely help open up the run game even more. So last couple of weeks it's been coming. So hopefully we can continue to do that this week against the Lions. Looking forward to watching this one, man. I always love watching Dan Campbell, man. Motherfucker he is just such a freaking awesome coach and person. And it's a fun team to watch play. So Chiefs Lions is going to be an exciting matchup.
Moving on to the rest of week 5. Get out of this this Chiefs Jags nonsense. Let's get on to some other football in the world of the NFL. Some other big stories from around the league, starting with Eagles 17, Broncos 21.
Yeah, another fun game to talk about.
Broncos scored 18 unanswered in the fourth, and it was a crazy game in the fourth.
It was.
I'll say that. There were a few penalties. There were a few, questionable
missed opportunities.
plays.
There's some calls and things that, like, the Eagles had a big play down the field to Devontae Smith, gets called back because two guys are in motion at once. Miss on the A.J. Brown connection. They had a chance to hit Dotson down the field, and they're not on the same page. Obviously, everybody's talking about the end of the game play with Dallas Goedert towards the end zone, which I get. Like, is it pass interference in my opinion? Yes, but with the game on the line, that's a hard call to see and make in real time. I usually side on officials not calling it. Yeah, that's right. Hey,
they sure threw it against us. No,
I'm usually more in favor of officials staying out of the way in end of game situations like that. But obviously, because it happened to the Eagles, wish they would have called it. But can't be that guy, which I kind of am. Anyways, you got to give the Broncos credit. Like, listen, the Eagles up 17-3. There's no way they should have let the Broncos back in. The Broncos kept fighting. They bowed up defensively. Sean Payton's a hell of a coach.
Yeah, he is.
And they came back and won the game. And, I think they're a great team this year. That's the one thing that I think is kind of being lost sight of in this. Their defense is very good. Vance Joseph is a great coordinator. They have great players on offense. Their offensive line is one of the best in the league, in my opinion. This is a very good football team this year. So, should the Eagles have won the game, especially with the way it started in the first half? Absolutely.
You're going into the fourth quarter up 17-3. Yeah, you should win the game.
Shouldn't happen. It was crazy how many double-digit leads were lost this past week of football. Between you guys, between us, Carolina crawled back, being down big. Who else? There was another double-digit lead that was blown. Oh, my gosh.
Was it Tennessee?
Tennessee. Yeah, that's exactly who it was. So it's just like, dude, it was a wild week of football, and like first and second half woes and successes for teams. But anyways, second week in a row that Birds have struggled in the second half.
Yeah.
Obviously we struggled, almost lost the game to Tampa Bay late. And this time we ended up losing to the Broncos. And the Eagles right now got to get that fixed. Especially, I mean, the first half offense and what they're coming out prepared for in the game is working for them, which is great to see. And it felt like the Tampa Bay game, they came out and really tried to run the ball and do the clock management, ground and pound, let the clock start ticking down as you had the lead. And Tampa Bay almost crawled back and won. And then this past week, through all of the banter about the passing game and A.J. Brown, combined with the way the run game went last week in the second half, I mean, they only ran the ball like twice in the second half. So they went the opposite way where they just tried to throw it every single time. And it's hard. You know, the coaches are obviously trying to adjust, and you see that, and I appreciate them trying to figure this out and make it better for everybody and win football games. But I just, don't overcomplicate it. In general, keep being balanced, right? Like keep trying to keep the defense off guard. I know it's easier said than done. And in the coach's defense, a lot of those passing plays were there. Like, I really think that they made some adjustments in the passing game. Everybody's really criticized Kevin Patullo for not being creative with AJ's routes and all this stuff. It felt like they made a concerted effort to do some different things. And AJ was open on a few of those. Devontae had a big day. They had chances down the field to make big plays, and they just didn't execute on them. They had AJ on like a 15-yard out coming out of a break, and it was just like a tick. And that's what it is in the passing game. Like sometimes like the timing and everything, like I anticipate that. To me, it was better in that game, even though the result was worse. It felt like they grew a little bit in that regard. Now we got to get the run game figured out. We have not run the ball well all year. And when you're up points, you should be able to run the football, especially when you have Jalen Hurts in the backfield.
I was going to say, what do you think the biggest thing? Because last year was a 2,000-yard rusher. Do you think everybody's just keyed in on stopping the run right now?
No, I mean, listen, people were keyed in on stopping the run last year. Now, I think that, as you know, when you go to a Super Bowl, all offseason, people have been like, this is what the Eagles do well. How can we stop these plays? How can we stop Saquon Barkley? So you're seeing teams now have a full offseason of scheming formations and plays that the Eagles had success with Saquon Barkley last year. So you're going to get different schematic things and very curated things that people have been developing all offseason in order to stop the best running back in the league last year. That's part of it. Another part of it is the offensive line has been banged up. Landon Dickerson, I mean, he was obviously, dude's a fucking warrior. He's been playing and getting out there. First couple weeks, he's still obviously recovering from something. From the knee injury. I thought last week he looked great, and then all of a sudden he goes down with an ankle injury because the running game was really doing pretty good last week, especially to start. I think also the first couple weeks, they were really isolating, especially first and second down, on these 12 personnel runs, condensed formations, where it's like it's a run killed to a run, where you're like, there's no threat of the quarterback. And it's when Jalen is a threat and he's keeping this stuff on the backside and it prevents the end or the backside backer from crashing down on it because he might keep it out and dish it. And this past week, they got a lot more to the, like, I don't even know if it's a read or if it's a predetermined keep with Dallas Goedert slipping the end on the backside, and you have like you're high-lowing the corner and the flat. Like, they were doing that a lot. And it was very successful. And then that controls the end and the backside backer for when you do hand this off, right? So I think that getting more to how can we control the backside? Because 9 times out of 10, those are a lot of the guys that make the play on a lot of the other runs. So if you start controlling that, you start making the defense respect the full width of the field, right? They can't cage down on this box, whether it's to stop the run or to take away whatever you're trying to do. I think that'll free up the running game even more. So it's a combination of a lot of that stuff. And they also, they haven't executed well blocking some of that stuff in the 12 and 13 personnel. It just hasn't been executed at a high level.
When you look at that roster on the offensive side, they have so much fucking talent, man. 18 points or 17 points.
Even against the Broncos, which are one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah. There's too many options, too much you got to think about, man. I'm sure they'll get that thing rolling.
To me, I know the second half.
This is the moment when everything changes. When your body whispers what your pride refuses to hear. Jason admitted that time reveals itself in quiet ways. That point when you can't push the same limits you once conquered. When you start fighting your own body to reclaim what's fading. That's when the truth sets in. Every athlete knows deep down when their chapter is closing. But unlike Jason, Travis Kelce stands on a different edge of destiny, unburdened by family duties yet fueled by love and ambition. While Jason shares his world with Kylie and their daughters Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett, Travis's heart beats alongside Taylor Swift's rhythm. Despite insiders revealing in May 2024 that a proposal isn't imminent, their romance burns steady, powerful, and unstoppable. A partnership built on fame, passion, and shared dreams. I love it when Taylor comes to the games, Travis confessed in January 2024, his words glowing with pride and warmth. And as Taylor dominated headlines during her latest album release, she peeled back the curtain on her life with the Kansas City Chiefs star. The love story that began in fall 2023, a headline-making whirlwind that fused music, sports, and pure emotion into one unstoppable force. In the whirlwind early days of their romance, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were spotted leaving Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City after her first-ever public appearance at a Chiefs game, following a 41-10 victory over the Chicago Bears. They sped off in a sleek maroon 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS convertible, a moment captured and immortalized in a viral photograph. Speaking with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Swift reflected on the image and her family's reaction, revealing, "You sound like my family right now. Every one of my family members were like, all we want is that for you." In an industry that demands meticulous calculation in every word, meeting Travis allowed Swift to rediscover herself, to embrace romantic whims and daring dreams she once shelved. Those emotions poured into her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, released last Friday, with tracks radiating adoration for Kelce, some venturing into risque and playful territory. She first teased the project on the Kelce Brothers podcast, New Heights, even referencing it in a song. And weeks later, the couple announced their engagement, setting the stage for what promises to be the pop culture wedding of the decade. Kansas City Chiefs star tight end Travis. Kelce's fiery passion for football is a key reason he's still dominating the field at 36, though it occasionally sparks sideline outbursts that even involve head coach Andy Reid. Following a nail-biting 31-28 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday, Reid addressed questions from Travis's brother, Jason Kelce, about the tight end's past sideline confrontations. One of the most memorable incidents occurred during Week 3, when Travis got into a heated exchange with Reid after the Chiefs' victory over the New York Giants. In a pre-recorded interview ahead of Monday night's matchup, Jason asked how Reid maintains player respect season after season despite such fiery moments. "Listen, we've got good guys," Reid explained, emphasizing the balance between strong personalities and team cohesion. "You want the guys to bring those out. If you've got robots out there, you're never going to get the best out of them. If you want to get the best out of them, the way they do that is they shine. Each guy shines his own shine." With a playful grin, Reid grabbed Jason Kelce's arm and added, "And some of them shine a little brighter," highlighting the unique energy Travis brings to the squad. Reid and Travis Kelce's most high-profile sideline confrontation unfolded during Super Bowl 58 against the 49ers, just months after Kelce and Taylor Swift began dating. In that intense matchup, when the Chiefs' offense faltered and resulted in a fumble, Kelce confronted Reid on the sideline in a fiery exchange that made headlines. Although no sideline outbursts occurred during the recent Jaguars game, Reid appeared to vent subtle frustration toward the officials, noting, "We had 13 penalties to their 4 during his post-game press conference." He added, "Whether I agree with them or don't agree with them, it doesn't matter. They called them." Off the field, Travis Kelce is famously composed, except when it comes to proposing to Taylor Swift. Appearing on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Monday, October 6th, Swift, 35, revealed that before Kelce, 36, got down on one knee in August. The only time she'd ever seen him sweat was during a game. The proposal came shortly after they recorded a record-breaking episode of his podcast, New Heights, where Swift simultaneously announced her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, merging football passion with pop culture magic. Reid and Travis Kelce's most high-profile sideline confrontation unfolded during Super Bowl 58 against the 49ers, just months after Kelce and Taylor Swift began dating. In that intense matchup, when the Chiefs' offense faltered and resulted in a fumble, Kelce confronted Reed on the sideline in a fiery exchange that made headlines. Although no sideline outbursts occurred during the recent Jaguars game, Reed appeared to vent subtle frustration toward the officials, noting, "We had 13 penalties to their 4 during his post-game press conference." He added, "Whether I agree with them or don't agree with them, it doesn't matter. They called them." Off the field, Travis Kelce is famously composed, except when it comes to proposing to Taylor Swift. Appearing on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Monday, October 6th, Swift, 35, revealed that before Kelce, 36, got down on one knee in August, the only time she'd ever seen him sweat was during a game. The proposal came shortly after they recorded a record-breaking episode of his podcast, New Heights, where Swift simultaneously announced her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, merging football passion with pop culture magic. Before recording the episode, Taylor Swift told Fallon that Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce had blackout drapes over every window of his house while the backyard engagement setup was prepared, and she had never seen him so nervous. "I was like, he is so serious about this, and I really appreciate that," she recalled, reflecting on the moment. Afterwards, she realized he was pacing, anxious about the podcast, thinking, "My heart is racing. I know how much this means to you. I really want this to be what you hoped it would be, because we'd been talking about doing the podcast and announcing the album." Swift added, "He's professionally not a nervous person," while Fallon noted, "Of course he's not nervous about the podcast." Travis reportedly said, "I wonder what questions I'm going to ask you. I know the big one, but I can't get to that yet." Swift and Kelce, who began dating in 2023, officially announced their engagement on August 26th, just 13 days after the special New Heights episode aired. The episode, as Swift later revealed to Fallon, was a clever distraction, a ruse to keep her from peeking out the windows while Travis Kelce prepared the proposal. On The Tonight Show, she shared how it began with Kelce inviting her to stroll through the backyard, transformed into a secret garden oasis, complete with a glass of wine. I'm always going to want to do that," she laughed. Then the Grammy winner realized why all the windows were curtained and why he was so nervous, and it couldn't have been more perfect. Regarding her engagement ring, Swift explained that Kelce had been holding on to it for quite some time before getting down on one knee, carefully customizing the sparkler with an amazing jeweler. "I look at it constantly. It doesn't feel in any way normal for me," she admitted. "But more than that, he's just my favorite person I've ever met. No offense to anyone else, but the fact that this is the person I get to hang out with every day forever, that's the whole thing." A source recently told People that even though it has been over a month since Travis Kelce proposed to Taylor Swift, the reality of being engaged hasn't fully sunk in for either of them. It still feels strange, thrilling, and new to utter fiancé when referring to one another, the insider shared, noting that the couple often laughs at themselves when the word slips out. They aren't indulging in extravagant celebrations yet, instead savoring quiet moments together and enjoying a rare sense of normalcy before life ramps back up. The source added that the intensity of recent events has been overwhelming in the best way. They are genuinely happy and deeply aware of their luck to share this chapter. Swift confirmed that Kelce cleverly orchestrated her appearance on his New Heights podcast as a ruse to conceal the engagement setup. In a candid interview with Kiss FM on Tuesday, the pop superstar revealed that Kelce had her on the show while the backyard was transformed for the proposal. "I do think he kind of used the podcast as a distraction, a ruse to get the entire setup ready," she said, adding with admiration, "He's a clever guy." Swift explained that the Kansas City Chiefs player's plan was flawless because she was already in full glam for the podcast, perfectly prepped and ready for the moment he got down on one knee. "We had done a podcast earlier that day, so everything was fine," Swift said. "My hair was fine, my makeup was fine, my nails were fine. That was all already in place," which might have been part of the bait and switch, part of the ruse. The 35-year-old superstar had famously made her New Heights debut on August 13th, announcing her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Later that day, Kelce proposed in the backyard of his Leawood, Kansas estate, with the couple sharing their engagement publicly on Instagram on August 26th. Travis Kelce couldn't hide his excitement over Swift's latest album on an upcoming episode of his and Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast. "She put the world on tilt," he said in a preview of the forthcoming episode premiering Wednesday. It's been incredible to watch everyone's reactions. We've had an absolute blast following her press tour, radio shows, and talk show appearances. She's looked amazing, sounded amazing, and this album is absolutely incredible, Travis gushed, urging listeners to check out the project. The brothers also teased Travis's anticipated reaction to the pop star's risque track about the NFL star, Would. In her recent appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Taylor Swift revealed that the track Would began in an entirely innocent space. It really started out in a very innocent place, Swift admitted, laughing. I don't know what happened, man. The song evolved organically once she got into the studio and began vibing with the team, transforming its theme in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, Swift addressed lingering Reputation rumors during an interview with Rolla Christie on KRBE, putting speculation to rest. There's nothing coming from Reputation anytime soon, the Blank Space singer clarified on Tuesday, following questions about the release of vault tracks from her 6th studio album, which had been delayed after she bought back her masters. Fans eagerly awaited Taylor's version of Reputation, wondering if the 13th album would be presented as the vault with all the unreleased tracks. Swift responded with humor and excitement, saying, "This is so funny because we just had a new album come out, and I am so in that moment. I feel like this moment is a pretty fantastic one. We've got release parties in movie theaters, people gathering, club night celebrations for the album being out, and I'm so proud of it." After the interview, fans swarmed X with reactions, buzzing over every word about Reputation and potential releases. One hopeful follower mused, "Anytime soon, so anytime later," while another observed, "She didn't say never," reading between the lines. "I'll take this as my soon. It's coming in 10 days or less," a third enthusiastically predicted, while another chimed in simply, "Soon." Other fans celebrated the implication, writing, "Thank God. Reputation is perfect, and we don't need Taylor's versions anymore." Meanwhile, Carrie Russell reflected on a time when Swift dubbed her the coolest celebrity ever on the now-defunct social media platform MySpace. "I mean, she's a queen," Russell said of Swift, recalling the pop icon's 2008 MySpace bio during Monday's Tonight Show episode with Jimmy Fallon. She added, "What a legend!" Fallon also highlighted a post in which Swift reminisced about meeting Felicity Allen, asking the actress if she remembered their encounter. "I do remember meeting her and her mom, who was so lovely," Alam said, laughing. "She was playing a little more country back then, and I remember thinking, oh God, I hope something great happens to her. I hoped she makes it." Fallon then read a past MySpace post in which Swift gushed over meeting Alam, calling her incredibly cool and cementing her reputation as both iconic and heartfelt in her early career. Swift recalled a fellow musician's wife eagerly asking how Russell achieved her iconic, voluminous 90s curls, a request she later shared with the TV star. Swift, appearing as a guest on Monday's show, revealed that Russell graciously obliged, providing a detailed list of the exact products and tools she used. "I think it's so awesome when cool people don't know they're cool," Swift wrote, highlighting her admiration. Turning to her own craft, Taylor Swift cheekily addressed music critics following the release of her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, during an Apple Music interview with Zane Lowe on Tuesday. "I welcome the chaos," Swift said with a playful smile. "The rule of show business is simple. If it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're already helping.